The national anthem then. Everyone eager to get this matchup underway. It promises to be a tremendous one. There's the officiating cast, and by Cardella Samuels, Antoinette Williams, her first assistant, Princess Brown, the second assistant, and the officials meeting both the teams as they get ready. There's the point standings entering this round of matches. Both teams having played 7 matches, all the teams in the group 7 matches. Both Steths and Munro on 19 points. Steths though with a better goal difference. So if this match should end in a draw, then they'll stay top of the group. Other matches today, Newell taking on Balaclava and Magotty taking on Lacovia. Their bids for second round spots already out the window, and so they're battling for pride, because in this group it's all about these two. St. Elizabeth Technical, the 3-time winners. There is their lineup. Enrique Rochester will be in goal. Romaria Thompson, Rashane McClymont, the national defender, under 20 defender, Romaria Davis, Tevin Blake, Rohan Lindsay, Carl Campbell, Keanu Williams, Decoy Daly, that man, the number 21, who has been scoring at will this season, Cassania Hall, and Don J. Smith. Their coach is Omar Rambo Wedderburn. And yes, there is Cassania Hall, one of their key players, 18 years old, 7 matches this season, 14 goals. And of course, he also plays for Burnt Ground FC at the club level here in St. Elizabeth. The Munro team, Akima Forbes will be in goal, Antonio Gregg, Darren Duncan, Tyron Terrell, Ryan Williams, Jordan Thorpe, Mark Parchment, Johan Weatherly has been in decent goal scoring form, as has LeVar Dunchi, Shane Scarlett, and Fabian Murray. Their key player there is Weatherly, and he's been scoring a few goals this season, 6 to be exact, the attacking midfielder and a former national under-17 representative as well. So the stage is set then for a cracker of an encounter. So much to play for, because the winner, you would think, will be in pole position, and based on what has happened throughout the competition, throughout the group so far, as we get the match on the way, the winner you would expect to move into the Ben Francis knockout, with the winner from this group making it all the way to the quarterfinals. They will not have to play the round of 16. So let's see which way this contest will go. It promises to be exciting. The field here at St. Elizabeth Technical, despite the rain, it is one of the better surfaces across the land, and so it's not expected to affect the quality that we should see out there from both teams. The throw taken by Ryan Williams then for Munro. but St. Elizabeth Technical defending well on that occasion. And by the way, this is the second time these two teams are meeting for the 2013 campaign, and when they met earlier this season it was a 1-all scoreline, and that the only game that either team would have dropped points, and they meet again to see if they can flesh things out and decide things. Of course, always added interest in this encounter because Andrew Edwards, the coach of Munro, actually won the Ben Francis and the Costa Cup title with titles with St. Elizabeth Technical in 2009 before he made that switch across to Munro College, and Rambo Wedderburn took charge at St. Elizabeth Technical. So, and this one promises to be really great. One of the great derbies in the Costa Cup schoolboy football. Munro College, 7-time winners, but they haven't won it in quite a while. And St. Elizabeth Technical, the 3-time champions, and they've also won the last 3 Ben Francis knockout titles. So they'll be looking to get back there at least. Cassania Hall just lays it off there nicely to Carl Campbell, and just trying to make a run. In fact, it's Don J. Smith, and just trying to make a run down that left side. Andrew Edwards looking on early, looking quite focused. The throw by Rohan Lindsay for Steths there. So either team just trying to get it under control, and the woman in the middle just trying to get them to settle down, as St. Elizabeth Technical now will have this free kick, trying to stamp her authority, making them know that yes, I'm female, but I am in charge of this contest. Let's see what St. Elizabeth Technical can make of this now. Don J. Smith standing over it for the home team. A 3-man wall, and it's it inside. St. Elizabeth Technical. Rohan Lindsay just spreading it over to that right-hand side, asking Keanu Williams to do some running, and he does well enough to get to it, but the cross, he was under a little bit of pressure, and it was left wanting. No real threat at the end of the day for the Munro defense, and they are able to clear quite comfortably on that occasion. Fabian Murray, a man who has come across from York Castle to join the Munro team, and having a good time so far. They too having a good time. Tevin Blake then with the throw. Neither team will want to give away any sort of a room, any sort of an advantage early in this contest. They would want to keep things as tight as possible. Dunchi trying to make a run. LeVar Dunchi, he is quite the sportsman, this one. He plays hockey, does a little bit of track and field as well. So there is some speed in those legs, but the national under-20 defender, McClymont, ensuring that he went nowhere on that occasion. But Munro will regain possession in the center of the field. Let's see if they can make it count. Not on that occasion. Now Steths. Oh, could be trouble for Munro here. See if he can pick across. Needed some assistance. And fortuitously still goes the way of Steths. But I think in a few areas of the field showing that there was some rain earlier on. It's not raining at the moment, but it's certainly a wonderful atmosphere, and it's still a wonderful crowd inside St. Elizabeth Technical despite the rain. Mark Parchment trying to go forward. Just a few puddles around on the surface. This is Dunchi now for Munro, dispossessed. Rohan Lindsay standing stoutly in the way. But Munro just trying to settle quicker off the two in this one in the first 5 minutes. The early exchanges, no real team asserting any type of dominance really. Ball for St. Elizabeth Technical. A little bit too much on that time around. Hakeem Forbes goal for Munro. Let's see what they can make of it. Always looking to find that man Dunchi. And he's well marked on that occasion. Andrew Edwards knows what it's like to win the Costa Cup, knows what it's like to win schoolboy football titles. The former national under-20 coach. The flag is up, no doubt. And for a moment there, St. Elizabeth technical through Cassania Hall thought they had broken past the Munro College defence. No such luck for them. And it's Munro who will get the free kick then. Always brilliant to come to St. Elizabeth Technical for schoolboy football, especially when the home side are in action. As you can see, Munro trying to put passes together, trying to open up the St. Elizabeth Technical defence early in the contest. And the Munro support large as well. Let's see what Steths can create now. Dunchi back in defence, but he loses out to Decoy Daly. Here is a Cassania Hall now. Straight to the goalkeeper. And picked it up on the second attempt. They know Cassania Hall can be dangerous. They've got to be careful how they give him room close to the 18-yard area. Here comes St. Elizabeth Technical again. Oh, just slipping before he could have attempted that shot. Munro now trying to put the passes together, but not successful. What problems this could be for Munro. Brilliant save. Typing away to his left. And the first real beauty of the match. It was at a good height for the goalkeeper, and I think that may well have helped him out. But the Munro defence falling asleep on that occasion, and they could have been made to pay. Cassania Hall trying to get on the end of this, and slots it over. Well, it's one of the things Cassania Hall has been criticised for in the past. He did score when they met earlier this season, but he is the type of player who scores a lot against the smaller teams. His ability to deliver against the big teams has been questioned. Here's the replay, picked up by Cassania Hall, skips around his man. In fact, that was the first attempt, but there was an even more dangerous one from Dante Smith. There it is. It was really a good height for the goalkeeper, typing away to his left and coming up with the save. And then again, Hall trying to steady himself, always under pressure, never really in control. And the goalkeeper did get a touch onto it. And so it will be a St. Elizabeth technical corner kick. What an exciting start to what has always promised to be an exciting encounter. All the storylines are there. They're never missing in a contest like this. Keanu Williams. In fact, it's John J. Smith who is going to be taking that corner. Goes to the back post and headed away. And here's the shot coming in. That's well wide of the target then. So Munro College will get an opportunity to breathe now after a couple of relentless assaults. There is McClimate you were just looking at. That's the goalkeeper for Munro College, Akeem Forbes. He knows he's going to have lots of work to do today, especially if the first 9.5 minutes are anything to go by. Enrique Rochester you were just looking at on your screen.
Let's say that's only to the line.
Munro College now, let's see if they can get it under control. Can't get it from Rohan Lindsay, but now they do. This is Dunchi. Oh, he's always trying to play that quick pass, Dunchi, when maybe he could go forward a little bit more. But Munro looking to break free on this left side now. 1, 2, 3 players moving towards danger land. The cross comes in. Dunchi is there, headed away. Didn't get to Dunchi. He was well poised inside the box, under no real pressure. Good strong work from Darren Duncan to win it back, but Cassania Hall dispossesses his man and searches forward. Castalia Hall! Oh, what a terrific shot! Again! Oh, Castalia Hall showing his class, showing his pedigree, but can't find it the back of the net. Oh, that was just absolutely brilliant. Look at this from the number 21. 14 goals this season. On top of his game, brilliantly done. Dismisses his man, goes for the long-range effort. The right upright denies him. Oh, poor old Terran Tyrrell did not know what just happened as he eased by the defender. Now the corner kick. The goalkeeper gets it on the second attempt. St. Elizabeth Technical dominating this contest. Munro trying to catch them on the counter now. Beautifully done. Dunchi! Saved! Oh! This is wonderful stuff. Told you it was going to be good. From one end to the next. And both goalkeepers in the line of fire. But again though, the shooting faulty, I think. Perfect height for the goalkeeper. He is going to save that 9.5 times out of 10. Hurried clearance. Dunchi picks it up. Tries to swing it inside. Steths can clear, but it's not a great clearance. Dunchi has it again. Now Munro has a throw. Oh, she's already on the edge of her seat. If in fact she can actually sit in it. Ryan Williams now with the throw for Munro. And has not kept in play. So another opportunity just to settle down now. Things going again. There is McClymonds, the big defender. Knows he has work to do around the back today because in Dunchi, Munro has some speed. Munro has a little quality, and with the likes of Johan Weatherly also, it can create problems at the back if St. Elizabeth Technical is not careful. He'll be playing the DaCosta Cup one of these days, I'm sure. Munro now was trying to dictate in the middle of the park. Left-sided pass. Always creating a little problem for the home side. There is McClymonds again, just directing traffic around the back. As Munro tries to come forward once more. The support is always so brilliant at St. Elizabeth Technical for the Costa Cup football. And it was hot and humid earlier. Dunchi again. He's always going to come under pressure, Dunchi, once he has the ball. Let's see what he can produce for his team. He wins them a throw. St. Elizabeth Technical players saying that should have gone their way. But Munro deep. This is Ryan Williams now. Let's see what can come from this. Headed away out of danger land for the minute. Trying to settle it now is Jordan Thorpe. And the supporters have latched on to every minute, every second of this pulsating contest so far. A quarter of an hour of exciting stuff, and they have had a lot to dance about. There is Thorpe again, picking it up, in the mood, feeling the intensity, raising his ambition, and going for an audacious attempt at goal. It ended up wide, but the intent creditable. The execution not bad, but he'll have better ones, I'm sure. Dunchi now with the throw for Munro. He's been very much into this contest, winning quite a few balls for his team in midfield. Not coming off the pass, but Munro will come away with it. Ardella Samuels on the scene again. Oh yes, it's that match, it's that type of a match that you just can't take your eye off, or else you'll miss a magical moment. Munro College just searching for the lead. Both teams have had their opportunities so far. Ksania Hall has been electrifying for Steths. Dunchi has been brilliant for Munro. And the attacking prowess of both teams are showing early. It's a long range effort. It's gone into the crowd, into the stand. Just have a look around this park. Hardly anywhere left to sit. Hardly any great vantage point to even stand. But you better bet that each and every spectator will find a way to get into the stadium, into the park. And I'm told that there are times when the St. Elizabeth technical staff makes close to $200,000 from gate receipts alone, so the support, you know, always quite brilliant. As Thorpe plays this one left side. Let's see what Fabian Murray can do. Former York Castle man, now with Munro College. There's the St. Elizabeth technical principal, Keith Wellington, making sure that he has tight security around him. There is a chance for Munro now. That one ends up high and over the crossbar. Not troubling the goalkeeper in the final analysis. Rashane Scarlett, another transfer. Interesting that this man was at Steths last season. But you would know about Coach Andrew Edwards, because I'm sure he would have been here when Andrew was at Steths as well. But he's found his way to Munro College. So he will know a lot about this surface. He will know a lot about this school. He will know a lot about this clash. He's had the opportunity to play on both sides of it now. Munro College. Now this is Rohan Lindsay for Steths. Trying to work through the middle of the park. Lindsay again. Looking for Ksania Hall. Looking to head it further into danger land. Gives Munro College an opportunity to clear, which they take. And Dunchi trying to create some magic. Gets a foul. And Munro will have more opportunities. Wendell Downswell on the St. Elizabeth technical bench. A man who has taken Jamaica to 2 Youth World Cups, Wendell Downswell. He's the technical director. Omar Wedderburn, the coach. There is Ksania Hall getting into space now. Has one defender on him. Let's see what he can do. Did show a little bit of skill earlier, but on that occasion, strong defending. Dunchi working overtime for Munro in the center of the park, creating space and moving beautifully. Here is Dunchi again. What will he do? Goes for the cross. And was always going to be difficult from that type of an angle. The goalkeeper seemed to have it covered. Maybe Dunchi could have dribbled forward and gone towards goal. Went to the back post. And in the end created quite an impossible angle. But the movement from Munro College quite brilliant. Andrew Edwards' coaching style in full effect. The cross giving the man way too much work to do. And it looked as if it might have been Weatherly who was getting in at the back post. 20 minutes of tremendous stuff so far. The drums are beating in the background as well. The game opening up. Lindsay losing out to Johan Weatherly, who stepped in for Munro on that occasion. just wondering, which way will this one go? Because you can never really tell. 1-1 when they met early in the season. This is Cassania Hall again. Over dribbles on this occasion, runs into traffic and can't escape his man. Both teams showing that they have quality. The goalkeeper, alert to the danger, quickly gets to the edge of the box and quickly releases for Munro to try and go on another attack. But it's Steths. The flag is up. Was always gonna be up. And banged into the net. Let's see if a card will come, because the whistle had gone. But the referee, having mercy on that occasion, just pretending like it didn't happen. Maybe thinking no real malicious intent. And so the game continues. Clean bill of health in terms of cards for both the teams. The intensity and the atmosphere increasing all the time. The anticipation of the opening goal as well. Munro playing that offside trap ever so often. St. Elizabeth, the technical, fallen victim on a couple of occasions. But they are still quite intent on going forward. Cassania Hall marked by 2 defenders at the moment. But he has enough quality to escape them. There he is, Cassania Hall. Quite a talent. 15 goals in the preliminary stage last season. 5 goals from the interzone round onto the final. There were question marks about whether he could deliver when it really mattered in the big moments. But he's 1 year older. He's one more year mature, as McClimate sets this one long. He's 1 year more experienced, and he's expected to deliver even more. Already 14 goals this season, including one against Munro earlier in the season. And Dunchi was the man who scored for Munro in that contest. Let's see what Munro can make of this. The cross is coming dangerously in. The whistle goes. The flag was up. And Mark Weatherburn, even he knows the significance of this game. Everyone in St. Elizabeth knows the significance of this game. And everyone watching on television Jamaica now knows the significance of this game. Not only will the winner put themselves in the perfect position to move into the Ben Francis quarterfinals, but they'll get bragging rights of being the top team in St. Elizabeth for the time being. St. Elizabeth now, Lindsay playing it forward, trying to create space, running into space nicely. Charge down, stepping in there, putting his body on the line. Brian Williams. The Munro bench quite reserved at the moment. Let's see if St. Elizabeth Technical can get their fans to erupt. That one is wide of the target. If you love schoolboy football, you've got to want to be in St. Elizabeth today. Quite a few people have travelled all the way from Kingston to see this big matchup. It's always a treat, and even when Munro does not go far in the competition, in this derby they are equals. Donjay Smith taking out a good position for St. Elizabeth Technical from which to launch an attack. they have the free kick. It's a real party type atmosphere here. And so much at stake in an encounter like this. They are enjoying themselves. They always do, by the way. Here comes Carl Campbell with the free kick. Well, I know it's free, but you're supposed to do a lot better than that with it. Carl Campbell, away he goes. We'll have a think about what he'll need to do to execute better on the next occasion. Oh, kick now, taken by Akeem Forbes. So just a little bit of a lull now. But you can bet it won't be long. Dunchi can give his team the lead. He was forced away from goal and the angle became impossible. She knows that was very close. Dunchi again allowed to break free on that right side. He seems to evade the St. Elizabeth technical defense at will. The goalkeeper did a great job, alert to the danger, maybe got a foot onto it, and then the defenders did the rest. There is Dunchi skipping around his man, then going for goal, and got back in the nick of time. And I tell you what, that player is down hurt because I think he slid right into the post, right into the upright, and he looks in some pain. Looks like McClymont. Or is that Maria Thompson, the captain? Andrew Edwards having a strong talking to that man. Every possible vantage point is being utilized inside St. Elizabeth, the technical. Anthony Craig with the throw for Munro. The cross will come in, but Enrique Rochester is in the perfect position to snap it out of the air and start what he hopes will be a fruitful attack for his team. Played left side by Mark Parchment, looking for Fabian Murray, who has netted on 4 occasions this season, that Fabian Murray. Keanu Williams. Troy's trying to work it out of defense. There is the Isha competitions director. He knows where the big matches are. That's the reason he's here. Monroe coming forward again. Tunchi much closer marked this time, and so doesn't have a free rein towards goal. McClymont making the adjustment, not giving Dunchi any more room because he had been allowed to get free on a couple occasions before that. Heading up to half an hour in this contest, and what a glorious half an hour of football it has been. Free kick now for Munro College. And Samuels always ensuring that the players know she's in charge. Johan Weddell is standing over the ball then. 5 or 6 Munro players in dangerous positions. Cleared away now. Danger averted for the minute. Come on, Wedderburn. That man would have coached under Andrew Edwards when he was there. Now he gets his own mandate and trying to prove that he can deliver. But the Munro coach Edwards will be showing that he's the coach with the real pedigree. So many storylines in this contest. It's absolutely fascinating. Mark Parchment will take this free kick for Munro. There is Wedderburn. He is quite a character. And no problems for Enrique Rochester. Has had to come up with a couple of saves already, but he's done a brilliant job. Can Steths break free? Cassania Hall. He's not afraid to shoot from distance, is that man. He has a strong right foot, and he's not afraid to use it. 14 times it has brought him success this season. He wants it to be 15 before the end of this contest. It's one of those games that even without a goal, it's still quite intriguing and pulsating and enthralling. The contest tight. Now Ryan Williams trying to find Dunshea again, but Rashane McClymont, there he is, has represented Jamaica at the youth level, showing his worth at the back. Given the responsibility to mark the top Munro College player so far on the day. She has a smile after an appeal from Omar Wedderburn. Goes the way of Steths. Cassania Hall looking quite businesslike, but a couple of defenders on him. They've not been able to keep him at bay so far. He's gotten loose on a couple of occasions. He's hit the upright on a couple of occasions. He's gone over the crossbar on a couple of occasions. All is left for him to do is hit the back of the net on a couple of occasions to send the St. Elizabeth technical supporters into a frenzy. Yummy, absolutely yummy is this contest. Say delicious if you may, enticing too, without a doubt. She agrees. Sounds going up around the ground. That one not as fruitful as St. Elizabeth Technical would have been hoping. They have not been without success the last 3 seasons. St. Elizabeth Technical, they've won the last 3 Ben Francis knockout titles, but they would dearly love to have the La Costa Cup this year as well. Got to the final last year, were the favourites, but that wily old fox from Clarendon, that coach, was with Glenmuir at the time, now with Clarendon College, coming up with the goods to deny Steths last season. Now Patrick Jackie Walters with Clarendon College, and they are smoothly moving through their group, unbeaten. They haven't dropped a point. Jackie Walters may be working his magic elsewhere, while the concentration and the focus is in Santa Cruz on this Saturday afternoon. Malvern had their say a couple Saturday afternoons ago, and it was 1-1. Now the batter comes to Santa Cruz to try and find a winner. There is another shot, this one on target, but the goalkeeper competent enough, too competent to be bothered too much by that one. Dunshea to Ryan Williams, to go central. is Steths moving forward. The goalkeeper is there. These goalkeepers don't get an opportunity to sleep. They don't get an opportunity to rest in matches like this. Let's see what Munro can dish up now on this left side. This is good stuff. This is wonderful stuff. The final effort though is just off target. Wonderful work by Rashane Scarlett. The St. Elizabeth technical support would know him very well. He's trying to deny his older school by giving his new school the lead, but just dragging it wide. And he got himself into a decent position, and I dare say might have done slightly better with that. And it was an electrifying move over on that left side, dismissing a couple of defenders and getting himself into a shooting position. But he got his radar just a little bit wrong. But he'll come again. He'll be motivated for this contest. I don't know who wouldn't be motivated for this contest. You don't get them often in first round of tournaments, but when they do, you relish them because they're as good as any. These are contests. Munro now trying to string passes together, trying to take advantage of whatever weakness is in the St. Elizabeth technical defense. But Steths have been very quick to realize that Dunchi has been creating space on the right side. They have clogged that area, and that maybe that gave Scarlett an opportunity earlier to do damage on the left. This is Dunchi again. So nippy is this young man. There is a long range effort. Mark Parchment now trying to get into the act, but his left-footed effort wide of the target. The gold not to be his on that occasion. Yes, the goal is to score goals. None of them yet, but it's still been an outstanding matchup so far. If anything, you'll say this game deserves a goal, but it doesn't mean that even without one, it's not still quite pulsating. Munro again. There is that space on the right side that Dunchi can exploit again. Strong defending, and it's going to be a corner kick for Munro College. Just that lapse again from Steths. And Dunchi. There's Parchment now getting ready to take the corner kick. Has support inside the box, but it's not a good corner kick. Dunchi trying to wiggle his way through the defense. Messi style, not successful on that occasion. Then again, he's not quite the quality of Messi, but he's proven to be quite messy for Steths so far today. Hasn't messed them up totally yet though, because that top left-hand corner of your screen says it's still 0-0 after 39 minutes. And he's been so instrumental in the center of the park and moving forward, Dunchi. Now what can Steths provide with this? Skidding off the turf and into the alert arms of goalkeeper Akeem Forbes. Long, lovely ball. The flag stays down. Dunchi gets free, but has company. Can get across, does get across. But standing tall in the way was the captain, Romaria Thompson. The clearance quite comfortable for him. Dunchi has had an outstanding first half. Has created opportunities, has had opportunities, has done the bulk of the work for his team. Trying to get it was Johan Weatherly, but the whistle going. It's the perfect atmosphere, really. The field is gorgeous despite the rain. The crowd is fabulous. Oh, VIP seats in the house. You don't get it better than that. And it's a cool, cool afternoon now. It just makes for fantastic stuff. Munro, they have shown they can play, this Munro team. This is Dunchi, not being allowed to get a shot off. Tries to get a cross in, gets the corner kick. He does get into the space, but they close him down so quickly in the last 15 minutes or so. Earlier, he got free to get shots off. Not anymore. McClymonds, the national youth defender, has made it his business to mark young Dunchi, who, remember, is not just a footballer. He's a hockey player as well, and does a little bit of track and field. We're just looking at Carl Campbell for Steths. Now Parchment trying to go forward, and the referee says he's been taken down unfairly. Munro College with another opportunity to move towards their target, to move towards their ultimate goal, which is to get the go-ahead goal, which is to get the lead in this wonderful encounter. Good work by Parchment to win that free kick. Now he'll take it himself. What can he produce? Elizabeth technical, the captain Romario Thompson trying to get his ball into position. Oh, the keeper had problems with that. Did well enough to keep it in front of him, and St. Elizabeth escapes. At the end of the first 45 minutes, will be 3 minutes to be added on. Here it comes. Always difficult when it bounces just in front of the goalkeeper, especially on a slippery surface. And so you have to give Enrique Rochester some credit for keeping that one out and keeping the scores level. Great contest. Oh, here's another delightful pass. Scarlett on the right side now. Can't win it this time. Parchment comes in. Scarlett again. Now this is Ryan Williams. Munro College putting the passes together. They start to go back, but the forward pass will come now. 3 inside the area. Oh, should have done better with that. It was a delightful cross, and the former St. Elizabeth technical player Scarlett really should have done a little bit better with that. Here comes Munro again. The cross was sumptuous. Oh, this could be more trouble. Munro getting into their groove. Headed away by St. Elizabeth technical. The keeper resetting the play. Williams now drills it forward. Munro College has another free kick, and Cardella Samuels has been forced to dish out the first card of the match. This man takes it like a man, steps forward, acknowledges the referee, shows a little bit of respect to the female, and walks away to do battle again. Romario Thompson the St. Elizabeth technical captain. 3 minutes of time to be added on. Here we go again. Oh yes, dangerous play. Now Steths trying to give their home fans something to cheer about before the break. It won't happen though. There's confirmation that Romario Campbell got the yellow card in the dying moments of the first half. It ends at 0-0, but it's been quite pulsating, quite entertaining, quite fabulous to say the least. And both teams have provided schoolboy football entertainment of the highest quality. And they go to the break level, and we'll be getting ready for the second half. This is how things went. It was Cassania Hall who started things with this shot, held by goalkeeper Akeem Forbes. And this man, Lindsay, testing the keeper, but that was a great height for him to save. Then Munro College tried to show they were competent too, but Cassania Hall, beautiful move, drilled it with the right foot, came off the right upright. Then he had another shot that came off the left upright, just wasn't going his way. Dunchi got into it for Munro. Again, the final effort left wanting, easily saved by the goalkeeper. This time, went for the cross, gave the number 18 Fabian Murray too much work to do at the back post. Dunchi kept getting free. He had a tremendous first half, but just couldn't finish the job. Here, an opportunity, and bouncing awkwardly for the goalkeeper, managed to keep it in front of him. And then Scarlett with another opportunity, just couldn't get high enough to head it down and towards the target. At the end of it, a tremendously entertaining first half of this contest. It's Munro College 0, St. Elizabeth Technical 0. Our schoolboy football fact, Munro was the first winner of the DaCosta Cup in 1950. They have since won 7 titles, the last of which came in 1964. It was raining here today at St. Elizabeth Technical, but Munro College, they're on a serious drought. Can they stop it in 2013? Well, they'll just have to try and start with this contest today. We take a break. When we come back, don't move a muscle. The second half could be even better. Welcome back to St. Elizabeth Technical High School for second half action in this Isalime DaCosta Cup Zone E encounter. The hosts, St. Elizabeth Technical, taking on Munro College. 0-0 entering this second half now, and not a man has moved inside the ground because they are excited about what the teams will produce in this second half after quite a splendid performance from both sides in the first half. The only thing that first half lacked was a goal, but who knows, we may get a couple of them in this the second half of this contest. Remember, the winner of this encounter will go top of the group solely. Both teams on 19 points from their 7 matches played so far. It will also put the winner in pole position to take the Ben Francis Cup knockout spot from this group. And the winner of this group does not play the round of 16 in the Ben Francis. They get a bye through to the quarterfinals, with of course the defending champion being Steths, and coming from this group of the competition. Referee Cardetta Samuels ensuring that all is well with the net, not that it has been hit today, at least not yet. But I'm sure that it may well be before this contest is over. so we're moments away from the start of the second half then. St. Elizabeth's Technical up against Munro College, and it will be Munro to get the game underway as soon as the referee says. And there she goes. And there goes Munro. Elizabeth Technical now. And defending early on. Looking for Cassania Hall up front. The tall figure of Cassania Hall. Not getting to it that time. Munro looking to come forward. Putting passes together beautifully. Should be 1-0. It is 1-0. The visitors go in front at the start of the second half. The build-up was superb. The final pass was stunning. And the finish was efficient. It's Ryan Williams. Here it is, picked up beautifully by Fabian Murray. The pass looked to have come from Scarlett. And the finish, in fact, from Dunchi. There is Scarlett with that magnificent pass, the former St. Elizabeth Technical man. And let's get it right, it was Johan Weatherly who actually got the goal. There he is now, confirmation, the number 9, Johan Weatherly, getting there before the goalkeeper and slotting home. It's Munro College with the advantage. Can Steths respond? Cassania Hall trying to latch onto that one. There is confirmation that Johan Weatherly was your goal scorer. What a start to the second half for Andrew Edwards and Munro College. But it was really a delightful piece of build-up. And Rashane Scarlett provided a peach of a pass. You see that from Barcelona and Arsenal. You don't often see it at this level, especially not in Jamaica. But you're seeing it today because this game has been like no other. It's a touch above what the usual quality is. The entertainment and the atmosphere making it even better. Munro College with the advantage then. Johan Weatherly, his 7th goal of the season. He's the leading man in front of goal for Munro College. And he showed just why moments ago. There is Scarlett bouncing Romario Davis into the advertising board. They would have once been teammates. Now they're on opposite sides. Here they come again. This time the final pass having a little bit too much weight. Cassania Hall trying to batter for it. Now we'll see the real mettle of St. Elizabeth Technical. Can they respond? Because when they went to Munro, they did score first before Munro pulled one back. Let's see now that they have to come from behind, whether they'll be able to do that. The mascot trying to show off his footballing skills. Let's just say that he has some work to do. So does St. Elizabeth Technical, by the way. Oh, beautiful. Oh, that would always get the crowd going, even if he loses the ball after, but he wins it. Bang! Out of here from Romario Davis. In a no-nonsense mood, not allowing them to come too far forward. Even looks as if the coach has had a slight change of gear since that goal. I guess that must be his lucky piece he's having on now. Let's see if it will work for him. He's quite the character, I tell you. He's something else. And who can forget the tears he shed after St. Elizabeth Technical lost at the Costa Cup final after 2012. There's an experienced campaigner, Andrew Edwards. And he's managed to come to the ground he once coached at and has found a way to give his new team the advantage. Hasn't really greatly produced the goods since he's been at Munro a couple seasons ago, but this could well be the year. Let's see what Steths can produce. Goes to the back post and goes behind, getting himself in all type of positions now. Is the coach of St. Elizabeth Technical trying to see if he can find the formula, pick out the way that his team can break down the Munro defense and get back on level terms. This is Antonio Gregg then. Sprints it forward for Munro. Needed a little bit more real estate for that to stay on the park. She's saying wave that flag, young man, although Steths may be behind. I think he knows that, even at maybe 2 or 3 years old. Steths then, Munro now. Their play quite enterprising. It has been like that all afternoon from Munro College. They've been willing to put the ball on the ground, pass it around, dissect the St. Elizabeth Technical defense, find the openings, and if there are none, they create them. Now Steths though, the flag is up on the far side. Now Munro will easily get a chance to clear their lines. Hakeem Forbes in goal. Booted long to Steths now. It's Lindsay. Munro though just dictating the pace in this second half. They have made the tactical adjustments from the first. Not that they weren't, I think, the better team towards the closing stages of the first as well. So done a very good job of just taking over the game. I wonder if that is a situation where superior coaching is telling, but Wedderburn is class himself, and he would have been the understudy for Andrew Edwards for quite some years, and he would have learned a lot. And no doubt this is the perfect opportunity to put all that in effect, to put a plan in place, even if it's plan B, so that his team can find a way to get back in the contest. Scarlet and Parchment for Munro, just trying to direct traffic out in the centre, trying to ensure that their team stay focused. Oh, that's the type of mistake that could be costly. This is Lindsay! Brilliantly done by the goalkeeper now, Cassania Hall. And St. Elizabeth Technical still can't find the equaliser. A shot of pain and anguish on the face of Cassania Hall. Disappointment and frustration as well. It's been that type of afternoon for the 18-year-old. Here we go again. Lindsay picks it up on the left foot, fires towards the target. The goalkeeper gets in the way, but can't pull this down. Blocked by his own player, incidentally. And Cassania Hall was always waiting in the wings. Here we go. That was only the first half of what was to transpire. Then Cassania Hall, brilliant, fabulous defending by Darren Duncan. And the frustration all too evident on the face of 18-year-old Cassania Hall. Now, Munro having to defend again. This is a powerful matchup. And it has been aided by some wonderful football out in the middle. They're getting ready to get this man on, Javon James. 5 goals this season. He replaces Decoy Daly. Wedderburn makes the first move. Let's see if it will pay dividends for the home side. Let's see now. If you're into poker, that's move number 1. Let's see if St. Elizabeth Technical can find their way back into this game. Not out of it by any stretch of the imagination. They have the quality. And they're not short of goals. They have scored them at will so far this season. Munro is a much tougher opposition. Floated inside the area. Headed away. They're playing against a much tougher cookie. They're not that easy to crumble. Won't be that easy for them to crush these men. St. Elizabeth Technical been so dominant all season. Started with a 6-0 win over Magotty. Had another 6-0 win over Lacovia. Then spanked 11 past Balaclava. They came back down to earth with a 1-0 draw against Munro. Then they had a close affair with Newell at 3-2. 4-0 over Lacovia and Magotty. So they know how to score goals. Let's see if they can score a couple here today. There's the long ball coming in. James, the substitute, trying to go high for it. Coming on with a bandaged head. So even before getting into the heat of the battle, there is a lovely weighted ball inside the box. The keeper, though, in the right position at the right time. Scarlett is trying to get in there, get a touch onto it. Wasn't to be. Let's see if a card will come out. Oh yes, it will. It's a yellow. It's the second yellow of the match. Both players having words with each other and wonder what they're saying. A smile from Tunchi at the end of the day. Lindsay is the man who picked up the yellow card. The 58th minute of the contest. The 58th minute of this wonderful battle. Here's the infringement again. Tunchi trying to break forward. And back live now. The goalkeeper down. In a lot of pain as well. Will need some medical attention. Not good news for St. Elizabeth Technical because he's been one of their top players. It was Don J. Smith who got that yellow card, so the second one of the contest. And there it is. And yeah, had some words for Dunchi. Yeah, and they talk it over. And I think everything is going to be okay. Not so sure about this man though, Enrique Rochester. He's still down. Wendell Downsall, the technical director, getting in there as well. That man sitting pretty at the minute, or is it that he is cramping? I don't think he's quite all right. He looks in some discomfort, but not a soul is paying him any mind at the moment. They're attending to the goalkeeper at the other end, but something is not right there. Oh yeah, he's grimacing as well. And I think Darren Duncan is going to run across to him, his teammate, and now He's finally going to get some medical assistance. So both goalkeepers in trouble. And while Enrique Rochester is up off your screen, this man is down on screen. Well, well, well. The drama just never seems to end in this derby. They know it. They've been here before. So, a little bit more time now. Taken away. But it will be added at the end of it, no doubt. They're talking about whether Steths has what it takes to get back into the game, to get the equalizer, and maybe even push for a winner. Not happy faces there at the minute. And not a happy face there either. Angry is more like it. He's back up now, but he's still not looking totally comfortable. Is Akeem Forbes. Now may be a good time to just test him. Yeah, he's not fine. I'm not convinced. Now Steths will clear the ball out their 18-yard area. Headed forward for Munro. Let's see. Oh, that's another delightful pass. Should be able to get a cross in. Oh, cuts inside beautifully. Could be trouble. The keeper does well. Enrique Rochester. Good job. But then again, not supposed to be beaten at your near post like that. And it was a dangerous move. And a testing effort by Dunchi again. Totally dismissed the national under-20 defender. The goalkeeper was in the way, along with Romario Davis, who was lurking in that defensive position as well. Now a free kick at the other end for St. Elizabeth Technical. Is this where they get the equalizing goal? That's Don J. Smith on a yellow card, but he's had a decent game so far. Let's see if he can provide the type of cross to get his team level. But they seem outnumbered in the box, St. Elizabeth Technical. Sanio Hall trying to keep it in. Now the clearance comes momentarily, because it's still in a fairly dangerous position, still deep into enemy land. St. Elizabeth Technical and shot charge down, trying to work their way through, taken down. Referee says play on. The cross comes in, and a chance for Cassania Hall. Hits it wide. When it's not your day, it's just not your day. And it hasn't been Cassania Hall's day. The opportunities have come. The upright has been hit on a couple of occasions. On this occasion, he just couldn't keep his composure. Let's have a look at it again. Missed it that time and got a second bite at the cherry. And the outstretched boot of the defender may be throwing him off. And the expressions tell the story. Cassania Hall. He's given all he's had, but it all has not been good enough so far. Steths will have to reset and come again. See what they can muster now. They have the support, that is not a problem. They have the players capable, that is not a problem. How can they find a way to get the job done? And they rise to the occasion? Well, there is no sun, but someone can provide a bright moment for the team in the yellow and blue. Well, they're both in yellow and blue. The line girls in the background having the time of their lives. Now James. A back pass really. And that would have needed Usain Bolt to get to it, and Darren Duncan is not that fast. Now Munro then. This time not piercing the defense. This time Steths can come away with it. Munro organizing themselves at the back then, but this is delightful movement. Strong defensive work. In the nick of time. Amar Whataburn not looking too pleased. He knows the pressure is on. Can his team find a way to relieve it ever so slightly? Only a goal can do that at the minute. Gone past the hour, well past the hour now. And there is the security personnel. And well, maybe he has a little bit of talent. Maybe you could start a police officers league. He could well be the star, who knows. This is a bigger league though. And Munro College trying to leave this one with bragging rights. And while it won't be totally confirmed, if Munro can pull this off, then I think you may be looking at a new Ben Francis champion to be crowned, because it would be super tough for St. Elizabeth Technical to then qualify for the knockout. But they still have hope. If they draw this game, they remain top of the group, St. Elizabeth Technical. Now with Tevin Blake, bring it back, it forward. Munro sitting back and then making the clearance. Not really hurried. Oh, this could be trouble. This is Scarlett. Has it on the right foot, trying to go inside the box. And he goes down, but nothing unfair about it, says the referee. McClymont makes the clearance. James tries to get it, but can't for Steths. Munro coming forward again. Oh, look at the slip movement. This is gorgeous football, and with two men inside the box, Scarlett should have gone across the face of goal, and he's allowed St. Elizabeth Technical to get away on that occasion. There is Scarlett. He's had a wonderful game, the former Steths man, but here he is dismissing or being pushed over. This was the initial one. Then second time around, he gets this delightful pass and goes forward, has the defender in front of him, and decides to go for goal when it looks as if Fabian Murray was getting into a wonderful position on challenge. And all he had to do was to make a nicely weighted cross, and St. Elizabeth Technical may well have been in more danger, but now it steps with an opportunity from a corner kick to try and provide the equalizer. Bang on 69 minutes then. Here's the corner kick. The goalkeeper punches. And this one comes in again. Cassania Hall has it on the right foot. But the final effort, not the right result for Steths. They will have another corner kick. I wonder who they are cheering for in this contest. Here's another corner kick then. Donjay Smith to take it. It's another bad one. Headed behind for another corner. St. Elizabeth Technical testing their derby rivals now. Now the corner will fall to Rohan Lindsay. The crowd getting louder. The atmosphere rising. The corner kick comes in. No problems at all for the defender to launch into it and head it away from danger territory. Lindsay with another throw, will go long, but not enough Steths players inside. Looking for James then. The goalkeeper climbs high with some amount of authority and then sends his teammate on his way. Doesn't go too far though. Top by McClymont. Oh boy. Oh boy, oh boy. Munro again. Steths though, winning possession. Making a run down this left side. Real estate though. Not in the abundance that they would have wanted to make that run. That's a worried looking Steths bench. And even the seasoned campaigner, the seasoned technical director who has taken the country to 2 Youth World Cups, is seeming out of options, out of ways to try and break down this Munro defense at the moment. Let's see what they'll do. Parchment is down for Munro then. And Scarlett stands over him along with a couple medical personnel. Scarlett gets up. Shouts of MC around the ground. That means Munro College, and so you know that they have some support here as well. Who will be the king of St. Elizabeth at the end of this one? Munro College very much on their way. 18 minutes of normal time to play. Munro will not be playing around though. Steths will have to come and get it if they want it. But it was Jimmy Cliff who said you can get it if you really want. And I'm sure St. Elizabeth Technical really wants this. Although I'm also sure, and I can guarantee you, that if they don't get the win, they'll tell you at the end of it that it's not the ultimate prize. But they want this prize just as much as they want the cup at the end of the season. Steths. They get a free kick in the center of the park. Taken quickly. Now with Keanu Williams. And that one easy for the goalkeeper. Munro maybe getting ready to take on Hakeem Wood. Does track and field for the school as well. Quite a decent quarter miler. Munro now with the corner kick. Steths with the corner kick, taken short. We floated inside the area. Now the heads went up. It hit the head of that man, the captain Romario Thompson, but he couldn't find the target. There is Hakeem Wood getting ready to make his way onto the park. He replaces Mark Parchment, who went down injured. Parchment had a pretty decent time out in the middle as well, so he'll be happy with his day's work. He would have earned his lunch. He would have earned his water, without a doubt. Bigger performance from him. But now it's Hakeem Wood who has been given the responsibility of seeing the ship to port. Cottage, couple of their players falling about now, but as a unit they're still standing strong, and that's what you need. That's exactly what you need in these matchups. Ice being applied to Parchment, the man who has just come off. Mark Parchment. 10 was down as well. That's Jordan Thorpe. In the meantime, St. Elizabeth Technical still searching for the equalizer. Munro continuing to play the denial role. It's a role they would love to continue to play for the next 18 minutes or so. They got the goal on 46 minutes unofficially through Johan Weatherly, his 7th of the season, but maybe one of the more important ones. Now this could be a chance for Steths, and trying to work it around the 18-yard area, and at the end of the day they don't even get a shot off. The clearance comes. She can't believe it, they can't believe it, and they wonder what went wrong on that occasion. Who will provide the magic for Steths? Or will their home crowd have to go home disappointed? Still some time. The final chapter in this wonderful story may still yet to be written. There is James, 5 goals this season, would love to make it 6. The throw taken by Tevin Blake for Steths. Munro though, competent at the back. And imperious, skillful and potent up front. McClimate though, showing his worth at the back for Steths. Proving a handful, not too much of a handful, because he couldn't deny Munro the advantage. What was Arsenal and Barcelona-like move. Here comes Munro then. Looking to double their advantage. Would almost surely put the game beyond doubt. Oh, but this could be trouble. Here is James. Should be 1-1. Oh, they're passing the ball around as if they wanted to pass it into the goal. And is that another chance gonna begin for St. Elizabeth Technical? Trying to be a little bit too cute, but cute doesn't always work in these matchups. There's an attempted cross. There is another disappointing end to what was a promising build-up. That was a beautiful pass. There is James. That is beautiful as well. And there he should have gone for goal. Going back to James, was never really in a position to hit towards goal with any type of authority. Is there more to this story? We have about 13 or 14 minutes to find out. There could be more here. Not much that you would want to write about anyway. Munro then. Ill-directed pass from Greg. Antonio Greg. See what Steths can come up with now. Switching the direction of the attack. Hasn't worked totally in their favor. Rowan Lindsay's over there. Banged away. Steths moving closer towards the enemy land. But can they find the finishing touches. Lindsay with the throw then. Inside the area. Looks as if it was Smith who went down. And once again, a fruitless end to another Steths build-up. They've had their chances. They can't say they haven't had their chances. Cassania Hall had a few early in the match. And they've had a few since then as well. Now let's see what they can produce. They come forward again. They're being given very little room from which to operate by this Munro defense. Picked up in the centre by Thorpe. He's dispossessed though. The referee says that should go the way of Steths in the form of a free kick. They'll send players forward, no doubt. Tevin Blake playing it short. We'll look to get it back. There's a dribble forward. It's a nicely weighted ball inside. He's pushed over. And the referee points to the spot. And St. Elizabeth Technical with a marvellous opportunity to equalise something from almost nothing. How convincing was this? It's floated in by Carl Campbell. Falls to Keanu Williams. He's pushed over. Here is another look. Judge for yourself. Oh yes, you can understand why the referee pointed to the spot. Can Steths equalize? It's as glorious an opportunity as ever. Let's see who is going to be taking it now. The referee steps to her corner, and Cassania Hall steps forward and equalizes. St. Elizabeth Technical in a frenzy, and Cassania Hall gets his 15th goal of the season. He has number 21 on his jersey. He would love to get by that by the end of the campaign, but for the second time this season in this derby matchup, Cassania Hall gets on the score sheet, and on this occasion it's the equalizing goal for the home team. It's Munro College 1, St. Elizabeth Technical 1. It's all square with minutes to play. And there has been a twist in this marvelous storyline. Oh yes. Oh yes, oh yes. Burden off the shoulders of the number 21 Cassania Hall. Can't dispute the penalty much, if any at all really. Certainly can't dispute the goal. Look in your top left-hand corner again. Most importantly, not that it says 84 minutes, but that it now says St. Elizabeth Technical are back level. And the crowd, yes, the crowd, here is a long-range effort. Ambitious, but not bad. Could there yet be another twist in this tale? Oh, they would love that. And for it to go St. Elizabeth the Technical's way. One of the final matches in the Isalima schoolboy football season for 2013, this one. Jordan Thorpe looking to play it forward for Munro. Dunchi leaves it because it's a St. Elizabeth technical throw. Rohan Lindsay then. Let's see if either side will press for a winner. It's Munro who will be more desperate for it because they know they are behind on goal difference now based on the current scoreline. Steths will be looking to make them pay even more in the dying moments of this marvelous contest. Here they come, working their way closer again into danger land. And now Munro College looking to respond with a move of their own. Romario Mullings, formerly of Manchester High School. There's the ball coming in. Now at Munro, from one M to another. Will be the man coming onto the park in short order. Steths would want to go ahead before that though. This could be dangerous. Too much weight on the cross. Forces this man back. Young Tevin Blake couldn't keep it in play. Munro will look now to attack, starting from the back. A little bit of impatience there, not serving them well. That's not the way that they have built their momentum. The short passes from midfield up front have worked so far in this contest. You don't want to get too impatient towards the end. You want to still do the things that have led to your success to this stage. Played on by Hall. James is the man he was looking for, but James was nowhere near getting possession. Fabulous crowd as usual. Mullings comes on. Fabian Murray from one recruit to another. Murray, the former Yorkcastle man, replaced by the former Manchester man. Mark Wedderburn must be a lot happier now. The sun comes inside the box. Should be cleared comfortably, and it is. Steths trying to go for the jugular, trying to finish off what they have started here, trying to complete the comeback. Munro will have none of it. They certainly won't make it easy. But Steths will still push forward. This is where Munro can be dangerous with these short passes. But Steths defense strong on that occasion. Cheeky little pass. Lovely little movement. Taken away off the boot of Jordan Thorpe. Oh, I hope you looked away just then. Thorpe. Now here's an appeal for a free kick for a handed ball. No luck. Dunchi can't keep it in play. Can Dunchi? Yes, they're saying, what's happening, ref? What's happening? Here comes Steths now. Oh, what can they make of this? And they'll have to do it from a throw. Beauty on show all round in this game. Three minutes of time to be added then. 3 minutes, not too little for one more goal. Now Don J. Smith from a fairly dangerous position with 4 Steths players inside the box. Can't find any of them. And then the final effort. Left wanting. It's Steths who will be the happier of the two if it ends this way, not only because they came from behind, but because they'll maintain the lead on goal difference. And here they come, trying to pierce the defense. Not on that occasion. Hasn't been easy to break down this Munro defense so far today. They have stood really tall at the back. But Munro can credit themselves because they've done a really good job. Led by that man Dunchi, who has played so very well. But they will vote the winner won't come from that. This wonderful story coming to a close then. Just about a minute and a half to play. Has the writer got some marvelous twist, some great surprise in the dying moments. We don't have very long to wait. In a matter of seconds, I guess we'll know. Andrew Thomas comes on then for Munro College to see out the last minute of the contest. Now Steths to look to come forward. This is Hall trying to pass up front. Can't find the intended target. So Thorpe off, Thomas on. There is Andrew Thomas. Seconds to go then in this encounter, one would think. Munro 1, St. Elizabeth Technical 1. This has been one fantastic game. Handed ball, free kick, Munro. This could well be the final opportunity for a winner. How will this one be scripted? What's the script saying? How will it all end? Antonio Gregg then. It's the left foot. Nicely weighted inside the box. Headed away. And that's gonna be a free kick. That's the end of it. It is indeed the end of it. The end of a fine encounter. Acknowledged by the crowd. That man Cassania Hall on the score sheet for the 15th time this season. And getting the equalizing goal from the penalty spot when it seemed as if Munro would have held on. 1-1 the final score. Cassania Hall went across there to his former coach Andrew Edwards, and it was quite a pulsating encounter, this one. Lots of excitement, lots of drama, lots of fun, lots of entertainment, and it ends 1-1, and you could say that's a reasonable result at the end of it all. Hotly contested encounter. So twice they have met this season, twice they have ended 1-1. And Munro may be slightly disappointed but you can't take anything away from them. This is how it all unfolded then. It was Steths who got out quicker to Cassania hold that shot. Then Don J. Smith breaking free down the left, stepping forward. A good height for the goalkeeper to move away to his left. Beautifully taken away by Hall. Look at how he moves by his man here. Oh, beautiful move, wonderful shot. Hitting the right upright, then another one, hitting the left upright. Nothing was going his way. Dunchi trying to give Munro the lead. Wasn't to be on that occasion. Dunchi again breaking free. To the back post. Gave Johan Weatherly too much work to do. Munro kept attacking in that first half though. Again Dunchi was allowed to break free on that right side. This is not a bad effort. Pouncing in front of the goalkeeper. And on a slippery surface it was tricky. But he managed to get the job done. And then Scarlett with that header. The former Steths man just couldn't get it down to get the goal for Munro. So the first half ended 0-0. And to the second. And Munro College came out like a house on fire. Stunning pass. And Johan Weatherly stepping in for his 7th goal of the season. Munro College led 1-0 at that stage. Steths tried to get the equalizer. Munro though kept denying them. Cassania Hall, nothing seemed to be going right for him. The frustration was all too evident on his face. Munro kept pressing, and that was a testing effort. But the goalkeeper Enrique Rochester doing the trick, getting down and making the save. Again Steths, again Cassania Hall, this one going wide. And yes, you could tell. Munro, this was a Scarlett just going down. There was nothing unfair about it according to the referee. Steths, I don't know if they were trying to pass the ball into the goal there, but it didn't work. And then from the penalty, Cassania Hall striking it to the left, the goalkeeper leaning to his right, and the supporters were in a frenzy. Cassania Hall had gotten his 15th goal of the 2013 Isla the Costa Cup season. He scored 15 in the preliminary stage last year. He's now scored 15 in the preliminary stage this year, but it's not over yet. There are still a couple of matches to go, and they're going to be speaking with the coaches momentarily, because what a match it was. Can guarantee you that the St. Elizabeth technical coach may be the happier of the two at the moment, because he